Well, welcome to Bel Air High School. It's the Bel Air Bobcats hosting the C. Milton Wright Mustangs. We're just in time to honor our country with our national anthem. Great job by the band under direction of Miss Samantha Romero, Director of Bands and Color Guard Instructor Andrea Stair, Drum Major Maddie Frick, Captains Morgan Arnold, Christine Sunday, Section Leaders Langston Cook, Lindsay John, Ty Lowry, and Allie Stump. Bob McComb, one of the great things about high school football is all the pageantry. You know, we see the whiteout for the C. Milton Wright Mustang fans. This is going to be a great game. Mustangs versus Bobcats always is.
Well, this is a big rivalry. You can say what you want, you can think what you want, but Bel Air High School is in the envious position of having schools very close to them that over the years have become great rivals to them, and C. Milton Wright is one of them. So we know this tonight is going to be a well-played, hard-fought game that we're really looking forward to.
Yeah, and two teams that need a win. The Bobcats coming in at 2-1. C. Milton Wright coming in at 1-2. They do have one common opponent. That was North Hartford. C. Milton Wright had lost to North Hartford earlier in the season. Bel Air had defeated North Hartford. So if you can go by comparison scores, which you really can't, depending on the night, you would say the Bobcats should be the favorite team of the two, especially playing at home.
Well, looking at that, you're exactly right. They have, whatever comparisons can give you, whatever they're worth, which is pretty much nothing. Maybe different styles of football. North Hartford played, and one could fit it, and the other one couldn't, and so there's a winner and a loser simply that way. But I think tonight's going to be just a great football game here.
Interesting, the two captains of both quarterbacks out there, it looks like the Bel Air Bobcats have won the toss and will receive, unless of course they deferred, which we don't know, but it does look like the Bobcats will be first to get the football.
Well, we'll see in a second when they run out there. They're either going to line up to kick off or line up to receive it. So.
Right away we'll know. Ashton Grew is the number 3 for the Bel Air Bobcats and the number 12 for C. Milton Wright. Carter Gozinski, again, the two quarterbacks, both seniors in this case, and both leaders of their team. And obviously, Bob, if you could choose a leader, you'd want your quarterback, most important position on the field, to be your leader.
Well, he's going to have to be your offensive leader whether you like it or not. And, there's two out here that, in C. Milton's case, has been somewhat successful over the past, few games. In the Bel Air quarterback, who's completed 50% of his passes, had some nice drives in their wins. And then in Havre de Grace, they didn't score, so you're hoping from their standpoint that this is another game that he plays really well and puts him on the front foot.
And the opening game of the season was that 28-0 loss to the Havre de Grace Warriors. And Havre de Grace is very good. They're 3-0 as we're speaking right now. So, first game of the year, they were still developing. Remember, neither of these teams played last year because of COVID. So the sophomores who are seniors missed their entire junior year. Just about ready for the kickoff. It will C. Milton kicking from right to left in the white uniforms to the Bel Air Bobcats. It's a squib kick coming down to about the 15-yard line, coming back right up the middle. Good yardage, breaking a tackle across the 50-yard line and finally out of bounds It's number 11, Cameron Martin, bringing the ball back all the way to the 50-yard line. Bob, that's how you'd want to start if you could draw it up.
Oh, that was a beautiful run on his part. He started up the middle and then took off to the right sidelines in front of his bench.
Here comes a replay, Bob. What's going to happen on this?
Well, then we'll see some accuracy instead of me saying it.
Very nice move right there.
Yep, nice block right there. And
Looks like
34 ends up making the tackle for C. Milton Wright.
Looks like he may have stepped out of bounds on the 48-yard line, his own 48. So 1st and 10, the Bel Air Bobcats will take over at that point. Again, we mentioned Ashton Grew is the quarterback, number 3. Behind him, Jacob Powell. Looks like he's in that shotgun formation with a player to the right. Flag goes down. It's Nathan Furrow. Picks up good yardage. Let's see what the flag is about. Came from the referee behind the play, Bob. Sometimes that's holding, sometimes it's some sort of a motion. And that's what it is, a backfield motion penalty. So he'll nullify a gain of about 8. Back him up 5 yards with the Bobcats back to the 43. Referee Drew Hoagland tonight. Umpire John Blaha Sr. Ed Kalinsky is the head linesman. Wayne Simone is the line judge. Matt Kane, the field judge, and the back judge is Greg Yockley.
John Underhill made the tackle for C. Milton right on that kickoff return. So
good job.
That's who number 34 is too.
And good saving tackle.
It was.
He was down that sideline. Well, here we go now. 1st and 15. The ball at the 43-yard line. Bobcats again in that shotgun formation. Grew with the ball. Handoff. Good block inside. Picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Yep.
Run by Furrow. Furrow with 246 yards, a leading ball carrier for the Bobcats so far this year.
Well, just a straight up the middle handoff and, picked up a few yards. Looks like they have about 2nd and 12 now to get that first down.
That starting lineup across the line, Kyle Adams, Tommy Matrino, Ryan Millen, William Ittner, and Carter Driscoll. That's the starting lineup, the interior line for the Bel Air Bobcats.
Now he's thrown 46 passes down in 3 games, so I expect him to air it out a little bit soon.
The RPO to give to Furrow around the left side. Shakes one tackle, gets across the 50-yard line, taken down at about the 48.
Now they have to get down to about between the 41 and 42 for the first down. So
3rd down and just about 5, maybe a long 5, a short 6. See on the right looking Omari Pace, number 11, going over to get the signal from his coach, Jim French. And we'll talk about the coaches. Haven't had a chance to do that just yet. Both these coaches in their 2nd year, actually 3rd year, but they didn't play last year, so it's their 2nd year as head coaches. 3rd down, big 3rd down coming for the Bobcats. Back to throw without a fake. Grew looking, now going to run. Now flips it, incomplete. Looks like that was doomed from the beginning, Bob.
Yeah, they forced him out a little bit out of the pocket. He came out and saw a bunch of C. Milton Wright players there and tried to throw it to one of the Pharaohs to see if he could pick up the ground, but it was a little short and looks like a punting situation now for Bel Air. See if C. Milton's sending somebody deep here.
Looks like Martin Cameron will be doing the punting.
And for C. Milton, number 11,
It's Amari Pace, who's a wide receiver and a safety. Now a kick return. A nice high, booming kick. The field way back inside the 10 by Pace.
Oh, nice.
Pace with a nice move around the right side. He's got a lane. Cuts it back inside, still on his feet and taken down at the 32-yard line. Nice return.
Nice run. One of the things is he tried to go left, and the Bel Air guy who was responsible for the outside kept him inside, and he looked, and then all of a sudden he cut back to the right, and there was a big hole.
Here's a replay. You'll see this. Nice booming punt. Backing just about to the 9-yard line, taking it to
22 right there stops him from going that way, and then he takes off the other way.
Bob, there is no substitute for athletic ability and speed.
No, or open holes.
And we saw it right there. So here come the Mustangs, their first time on the attack. Carter Gazinski, the quarterback, the senior, number 12.
Yeah, ball's on their own 33 now, so.
Inside handoff, bringing it this way. That's Taguski. Tagusi, who has picked up, let's see, on the year, 250 yards. Gains on first down. It looks like they're going pace here, Bob. They're ready to go again on second down and about 6. Back to throw. Looking long. Has a man open. It's going to be almost intercepted. It was open for a moment, but couldn't get to the ball.
Yeah, number 25, Trey Dennis, was on the coverage, almost had the interception for Bel Air.
Trey Dennis already has 3 interceptions, Bob, on the season, 4 passes defended, so now he's got 5. Well, he looked like he was wide open, didn't he? For a moment.
He sure did. Was watching in warm-ups, and the quarterback for C. Milton was throwing the ball deep down the field.
That'll bring up now a third down, though. Third down and still about 7. Keeping the ball. Ashton. Check it. Carter Gozinski is going to be stopped.
That's close.
Bob.
Yeah, that's close.
I don't know. I think he's going to come up maybe a half yard short.
Yeah, well, they moved the ball back a half a yard. So,
all right, now I'm going to put you in the shoes of Jim Green. Jim French, I should say. You're the coach. You're going to go for it here in the first period in your own territory?
Man wants to win, Don.
Or are you just trying to draw him offside?
Well, you could be doing that also. Give him that hard count.
Well, looks
quarterback sneak all the way up.
Looked like
first
the
down.
fullback may have moved too soon, but no flag down. And the Jim French's try is going to be good. And you could see pumping up the crowd is the quarterback for C. Milton, right? Carter Kosinski. We talked about the whiteout. What a nice crowd from C. Milton. They had a whole 3 miles to come, Bob. It's a long drive, right?
It is.
Boy, we're seeing pace here by the Mustangs. There you see some of the kids in the whiteout. You've got the little white sun thing going. That's pretty cool. Mike Takusi on the short game. Takusi's one of those bruisers. This young man, Bob, 4.3 GPA.
Whew.
Yeah. So he hits you hard and also gets good grades.
That's fantastic.
Do you think maybe the teachers could not be intimidated? What? No. Great to have a scholar athlete who's also a great player and a good citizen as well.
Great combination.
Moving and now hit and taken off his feet. Nice tackle by the nose tackle, Carter Driscoll, number 52, who comes in and knocks down the quarterback before he could get started.
Yeah.
Driscoll was not fooled by that one.
He was right on top of the play, got him from behind.
Driscoll, 6'1", 220 junior. That'll bring up third down, a loss of about 2, third and about 4, short 4, maybe a long 3. Rolling, Kozinski, throwing, going to be high and out of reach of the end. If you went for it in your own territory, and now you're up to your own 46-yard line, Bob, are you going to go for it? You got about 3 yards to go.
Yeah, it's a little different. 3 yards and 1 yard, a little bit different.
Yeah.
So,
looks like they're going to send out the punter, Will C. Milton, right? It looks like that's number 21. That's Eric Godfrey, the punter. Snap is all important, obviously. Good snap.
Good blocking.
Nice high.
Good punts.
It's going to go over. Nope. It's going to be fielded back at the 5-yard line. Goes back in his own territory, in his own end zone. That's Trey Dennis. Trey Dennis is going to be hit and held at about the 11-yard line. Bob, it may have been better to let that ball go into the end zone.
Looks like number 45
on the tackle.
Yep.
Okay, and 45 on my roster. Well, I don't have a 45, Bob. He must have snuck a number on that we don't know. Good tackle, though. Back at the, gosh, you're going to have it. If we put the ball down, it looks like at about the 11-yard line.
It's at the 11, yes.
So the field position is flipped, and the Bobcats deep in their own territory, their second possession. 7:07 left in the first period, no score.
C. Milton Wright's playing a 4-4-3 on defense. A lot of high schools today are playing at 4-4-3.
Ashton Grew hands it off the left side. Good yardage.
That's a good 5-6 yard gain right there.
Across the 15-yard line to about the 16. Nathan Furrow, who's been carrying the load here for the Bobcats early on with the run. Second down and about 5, a pickup of maybe 5.5.
Yeah, Ryan Brokus on the tackle for C. Milton, number 55.
Ryan is a senior, has 7 tackles on the year, 4 assists and a sack coming in. Again, the 4th game of the season for both teams. Back to throw, rolling, has a man, going to be complete. Tackled almost immediately.
Yeah, only gained a couple on that play.
Khalil Blunt with the reception.
So now it's down to about 3rd and 2.
Yeah, they had that thing well covered at C. Milton Wright from the very beginning.
Yeah.
It looked like a C. Milton Wright defender on the play, number 2.
Yeah, he and number 24, Eric Berger, and you mean number 12 maybe?
Yeah, 12, yeah.
Carter Kaczynski.
Carter, the brother of the quarterback, Ashton.
There's a first down. That's a gain of 5. It's up at the 24-yard line.
Good plow up the middle. It's Powell with the carry. You know, you look at the Bel Air Bobcats backfield, they've got a whole bevy of running backs. They run them in and out. Powell, who is a senior. And then there was light. Bob, how about that? They actually have lights in this press box, and you can flick a switch and they go on.
First of all,
it's amazing.
The people at Bel Air High School, the hospitality here is fantastic. Yeah. And the facilities are incredible.
Oh, yeah, it is. You know, I was thinking today, I go back to 1951, Bob, and that shows how old I am, when they opened the old school, which was the new school at the time, which is now, of course, no more, has been torn down. This school was opened when, in 2005, I think?
Something like that.
Yeah, and it is gorgeous. The facility is just unbelievable.
And to think it's 16 years old and it doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Craig Reddish, the athletic director here, making us very welcome. Always appreciate that. Here's a handoff inside. Going to hit and held at about the 30-yard line. Ball is loose, but I think the whistle had blown. It had.
Omari Pace on that hit. That was a very, very nice tackle to come up and fill.
Well, Powell is the running back. Mason Farrell was the running back who was hit on the play. You'll see the replay with Farrell. He is hit right in the hole. It looked like
75. It looked like it's one.
75 on the tackle. That's Lucas Seifert.
It looked like there was a.
Looked like 12.
Like number 11 on a.
Yeah, Carter Kaczynski, number 12 on this side, the linebacker making the stop. Oh, what a play!
That looked like. I thought he dropped the ball on that.
He did. Looked like it almost came loose. Good play by the defense of the Mustangs.
Well,
Farrell is caught in his own backfield.
We're in a 4th and 3 situation on their own. Are they going to go for it like C. Milton did?
I would think not. You know, discretion being the better part of valor here. They do send in their punter. So neither team being able to move the ball at this point. Bobcats will send in their punter, Cameron Martin.
Well, these punters both hit the ball really well.
Pace looking for a way to choke through, and he does get a couple of yards up to about the 39.
That was nice coverage.
C. Milton Wright has had the benefit of the field position, Bob. Bobcats got into C. Milton Wright position on their kickoff return to start the game, but really haven't moved the ball very much.
No, it's really been a defensive struggle.
Yeah, Mustangs have been able to, keep them pinned in their own territory. Now let's see, they're going to take over at their 39-yard line, will the Mustangs. 3:07 left in the first. As you can see, no score. We're at Bobcat Stadium, the Bel Air Bobcats 1-2. C. Milton Wright, should say Bobcats 2-1. C. Milton Wright 1-2. Nothing happening there on that right side.
Nice job by the left side of the Bel Air line, staying put, forcing the runner to cut back, and then all the inside tackles came in and made a tackle. Nice job. Good defensive work there. So Okay.
They're giving credit to
Alex
Alex
Visconti.
Visconti with making the tackle. 6'5", 285 pounds.
Well, he definitely made the tackle then. I'm not going to tell him he didn't.
Rolling this way, going to run the ball, tucking it down, taking on the hit, getting up to the 49-yard line. Carter Kaczynski, very close to the first down. Kaczynski on the year with 144 yards rushing and a TD. So he's not at all opposed to running the ball.
Nope.
Kaczynski, good size, about 6'1", maybe 180 pounds. They're going to measure for the first down. Drew Hoagland, the referee, says, we're going to give him a first down.
Yeah, he has great eyes.
He does.
You can see that right across, looking straight across. I'm almost at the same line, and I can see it. And, you know, it's a very, very probably good call.
It was. Mustangs now with the ball. First down. Ball at the 49-yard line, their own 49. Bobcats crowding that defensive line. Looking like they want to blitz, and they do. Kaczynski keeps the ball, sees that, comes around the left side, picks up good yardage, taken out of bounds.
By number 10, Savion Ricketts.
Yeah.
Savion Ricketts, okay.
Savion is one of the top tacklers on the team. He's got 22 tackles on the year. 5'6", 180-pound junior.
Wow. It's some thick legs at 5'6", 180 pounds.
Picks up about 5 on the play, does Kaczynski.
And he plays middle linebacker, inside linebacker for them.
Nice pass over here to the near side, complete. Picking up good yardage and a first down. The pass going to James Kopp. 4-play drive started back at the 39. They've now reached the 38 of the Bel Air Bobcats. Clock runs with 1:02 and inside 1 minute now left in the first period. Bob, a look around. There's pretty much not a seat to be had here on the bleachers as we see. And what a good sight. Handoff inside. That's Takusi. Takusi on a nice quick hitter.
Yeah.
I mean, we go back to last year when there was no football at all, no fall or winter sports, and now we have a full house, and it's just good to see.
Farrow's on the tackle on that, Don. But Bel Air closed real fast. I mean, he gained 3 yards, but it looked like he was going to get a lot more.
Takusi with the ball again. Well, that Bobcat defensive front is playing well. Carter Driscoll, Mason Farrell, Tommy Martino, linebackers Bryson Calameda, Nathan Furrow, Jacob Powell, Savion Ricketts.
No gain on that play. So
Third down and about 7. Of a passing situation here. Kaczynski fakes, rolling, looking, throwing. And it's going to be incomplete. It looked like there was contact. The defensive back did not turn around. That was Khalil Blunt. But no flag down, and it will bring up a fourth down.
I'm speechless.
That being the last play of the first period. So I think you think there was some contact. There might have been pass interference.
It wasn't about the contact.
Here's the replay. You'll get to see, Bob, how he didn't turn around and play the ball.
Well, watch how he put his hands up, too, to try to hit the ball on his back of his hands while he's not looking. See his hands go up there to knock the ball out. He's not looking, and he actually keeps the player from going back to get the ball in the position that he's in. So
now, I'm not familiar if the NFL rules and the high school rules are the same, but in the NFL, that would certainly be pass interference.
Well, they're different. You know, they're not going to. But it's all interpretation by the people with the stripes.
And
you know, they have a base,
yeah,
and then, you know, it's a determination thing. You know, do I think he kept him from catching that ball?
Yeah. Well, he certainly obscured the pass, and certainly if that was his intention, he was able to do that, and the pass falls incomplete. There you see some of the crowd just so impressed with the young people and their parents and friends and community who turn out here at Bel Air, and why not? You know, see Milton Wright and Bel Air meeting each other early in the season. Waiting for the punt here. Bobcats will punt the ball away. Their third possession, unable to move the ball. So neither team scores in that first period as we now start the second period. Bobcats to punt it. Check it, C. Milton Wright with the ball. What am I saying? Hit and held is the C. Milton Wright quarterback.
Beautiful rush. Nathan Furrows on the, well, he's a two-way player, isn't he?
He is that, yeah. Pardon me, they switched fields on me and I got all confused. C. Milton Wright with the ball, and that was a fourth down. So it will go over to the Bobcats. What a great defensive stand starting the second period. While we have a chance and they're switching fields, we got the news day before yesterday that Johnny Brooks, the great athlete at Havre de Grace, great coach for many years at Havre de Grace, Aberdeen, and Joppatown, lost his battle with cancer 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's really, really difficult. John was an outstanding coach, great athlete at Havre de Grace. He represented the community very well. It's just a very, very sad day.
Johnny, what, 56, 57 years old, I think, and
yes,
so much too soon.
Yeah, it's truly a shame. John was a role model for many people in the community, and he did a very, very excellent job at it. And there's many people in the Aberdeen, Havre de Grace, Edgewood, Joppatown area who know John well, and will really miss him.
Yeah. Just a good person, a great athlete. I mean, I go back to the days when he was playing at Havre de Grace and leading them in baseball and in football.
Yeah, I mean, he signed with Clemson, as a defensive back, and then transferred from Clemson to Towson and had an excellent career at Towson for.
Here comes the replay. You'll see Nathan Furrow take that inside handoff. Great run and keeping as much as he can get out of that ball. Gets it into C. Milton Wright territory at about the 45-yard line.
Carried a defender with him for a few extra yards.
Drive started at the Bel Air 40. They're down to the 45 of C. Milton Wright. Quarterback Ashton Grew gives it to Furrow again. This time he's going to be hit by that right side of that defensive line.
Yeah.
Lucas Seaford and
looks like he gained about 4 on the play.
Down to about the 41-yard line. 4-play drive. Clock running, 10:49 and counting. Left in this half.
So we got a 2nd and 6 here, and
well, we didn't comment, just a beautiful night for football. Temperatures probably going down into the 60s, maybe into the 50s by the time we're done. But gosh, and this field is so beautiful. I mean, this is what we pay for. Of course, they let us in for nothing, which is also a good thing. But it's great. Friday night football.
Under the Friday night lights.
Just couldn't be better. And again, two arch rivals separated by, about 3 miles.
And defensively, they're both playing very, very well tonight. They're not giving up anything. And
there you see the crowd, Bob. And, we can wave. See us there? That's us waving up here, So we can tell our wives that we were actually here, actually doing the game, and got on TV from a distance.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. Reminds me of the League of Their Own, where they asked what they could do for Hooch, the night games.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was not there. There we are. See, a close-up. Stand up, Bob, so they can see you. Come on. There's Bob McClellan.
There you go.
There we are.
I liked it. I liked being hidden behind the.
So here we go now. Bobcats 2nd down.
Quarterback has it.
Keeping the ball. This looked like a what do they call it? A wildcat.
Yeah, a little fake handoff to the end coming around and or the slot back and.
Yeah, it looked like the
quarterback
wildcat.
up the middle.
Trey Dennis in the ball game, handling the ball on the snap, direct snap to Dennis. Going to pick up a 1st down and 10. This is a 5-play drive now. Bobcats on the move. Looks like they have Dennis still in the ball game. Dennis will keep the ball.
His job obviously is to run the football, and it's 2 plays in a row now and 1st down.
Trey Dennis has 47 yards coming in rushing. Again, he's also a wide receiver, and now as you see that quarterback.
He's the Wildcat quarterback, obviously.
Back in the ball game now is Ashton Grew. Ashton, one of the captains of the team, a senior, 6'3", 185 pounds. No TDs and 2 interceptions on the year. He'd like to get off that snide if he could. 9 minutes, 29 seconds and counting left in the half. Handoff. Good hole. Breaking it. Getting all the way down to about the 25-yard line was Jacob Powell, another one of the tri-captains. Boy, give a lot of credit to Ryan Millen and William Hintner, the interior line for the Bel Air Bobcats.
Now, this is the first sustained drive we've really seen tonight. So
yeah, for either team.
Yeah, and about 9 minutes left in the second quarter here, so Bel Air's moving along.
Spread formation Bobcats.
2-4.
In motion is Furrow. Gets the ball, fumbles the ball. Flag, no, the flag doesn't go down, but let's see who has the ball. Does see Milton Wright have it?
It looks like it.
I think they did. Quarterback tried to fall on it, unable to do so. Here's a replay. Let's see who did get the fumble recovery. You can watch here, this fumble comes loose. See, Milton Wright had it first, and then it looked like Grew had a chance to get it.
Looks,
like
no, the big kid.
Yeah,
55.
That's Ryan Brokus. Comes in and makes the recovery. What a big play.
With Carter Kaczynski on top of him.
So that fumble recovery stops the Bel Air Bobcat drive, gives the C. Milton Wright Mustangs the ball at the 40-yard line. Key play of the ball game right there so far. Back to throw, throwing down the middle, has a man complete.
There was a 11-yard slant pass, good enough for the
sliding reception made by Eric Godfrey.
Oh no, they only gave him 10 in a first down. Boom.
Nice play that time.
Yeah, he just ran a little quick slant and caught the football and was down on his knee, and so they stopped the play at the 10 where he made the initial catch.
Carter Kaczynski with that pass. Again, going with pace. Oh, boom, what a hit. Taking him down is number 10. That's Savion Ricketts. He came in. There was no place to go for Mike Takusi. Actually, you look up, Bob, and all you see is a number 10 right in your goggles.
Well, you know, I mean, he filled that hole and got there with ill humor when he hit him.
He said, hello.
I mean, and Takusi's a big young man. It's not like he's small and can get knocked back easily.
With the ball. That's Kaczynski. Does cross the 50-yard line, gains about 4 or 5. Picks up the loss they had in a couple. Bring up a third down now.
Yeah, the
third and about 7. Maybe it's 4 down territory, Bob, but this is a big play right here.
It probably is for C. Milton. And they went for it, twice in their own half?
They did, yeah. In their own
trying
territory.
To give them some spark.
Carter Kaczynski with the ball. Rolling this way, looking. Has a man open.
Pass.
It looked like he was throwing over one man to the other.
He did. He threw it over to Bel Air Bobcat guy, dropped it right into his receiver's hands.
Jason Smith with the reception. But there were 2 C. Milton Wright players out there. It went over the one's head and then into Jason Smith's hands. You'll see the replay here. You'll see how it goes over one player to the other. Smith with the catch and out of bounds he goes.
It's a beautiful drop on that ball into the receiver's hands.
Down to the 35-yard
Great throw.
line. First down and 10. The ball at the 35. 6:34 left. Pass has his man complete. One man to beat. Cuts it. He's taken down just about at the 5-yard line. Great catch there and a great pass. Rocco Polofsky with the catch.
Jeffrey Hess with the tackle for Bel Air. Saving.
Watch how Polofsky catches the ball on the move. Beautiful pass. Avoids one tackle and finally taken down on a saving tackle.
Yeah, Hess caught him from behind on. That was a saving tackle there.
First down and goal. The ball inside the 10.
Now we have the drive the other way, Don.
Keeping the ball. following that big offensive line. Still on his feet. Does he get over? Milton Wright says he does. And now they say yes, touchdown. Quarterback Carter Kaczynski going over from about 5 yards out.
Well, ever since they let the offensive linemen shove again and push the guys from behind, until somebody takes them down, the bigger offensive lines win those battles.
Looked like a scrum there. Looked like a rugby scrum.
It did.
So 6-0 as the Mustangs break on top, trying to add the extra point. Ball is down. The kick is blocked. So it will stay at 6-0. But the Mustangs recovering that fumble. They go, 60 yards in 7 plays. Here you'll see this touchdown run. Bob, you described it very well.
Look at it, just shoving and shoving and shoving, and the big guys win.
Lucas Seaford, number 75, he was the last shover of the backside of it.
All I can say is I'm glad I'm not the quarterback anymore, because I'm not sure I want all those big guys shoving me and knocking me around. I could get hurt.
Yeah, and that's not fun. As the Mustangs celebrate and the whiteout crowd. Gosh, there must be about, 400 or 500 of the Mustang fans here.
Yeah,
all dressed in white with the white eyeshadow. Pretty intimidating.
We have a whole side full of fans. The bleachers are full. So, at least as far as I can see, I have trouble looking to the right down there, but it looks like it's really packed.
Yeah. Yeah, just a great Friday night football. And again, this time last year, we were all sitting at home wishing that we could have, sports and kids could go to school in person. And thank goodness we have.
Talk about a play, Don. One play at fumble football changes the score completely.
Yeah, Bobcats were going in, it looked like, for the score, and then fumbled the ball and lost about 20 yards on the fumble.
Reminded me a bit of the fumble in the Kansas City Chiefs-Ravens game at the end with Owe Adafe just knocking the ball out and picking it up, and all of a sudden the game completely changed. And that just happened right there.
Turnovers are key. 5:46 left, and the Bobcats now find themselves trailing by 6-0. Do have good field position again.
Yeah, we've only seen one team backed up inside their own 20-yard line to start a drive. But the defenses have held up considerably until that last drive.
Ashton Grew, the quarterback. In motion is Furrow. Inside handoff this time. That broke clean. Still on his feet. Moving down the field. It looks like, let's pick up a number if we can. Yeah, 15.
Jacob Powell.
Yeah. Jacob Powell, the 5'9", 170-pound linebacker. You'll see how this broke clean.
It's a nice design play. They faked the flip to the end coming around, which they ran before, and then handed it off on a delay to the back, and there was a huge hole created by the offensive line in Bel Air.
Looked like almost the same play when they fumbled, Bob, except they had tried to flip the ball.
Right, that was a different play. They flipped that one. They didn't.
Yeah. Furrow in motion again.
Well, see, they faked that flip.
Same
play. Yep.
This time the Milton Mustangs are able to close it.
Yeah, just a gain of a yard there.
Give credit to Uzawasku and Seaford and Brokus and Singh on that defensive line for Milton Wright. Ball just about across the 50-yard line at the 47. 3-play drive started back at the 30. Saw the clock there a moment ago, winding at 4:40 left in the half. Grew, handing the ball off. A nice job by the Mustangs.
Milton Wright has changed their defense a little bit. They've taken in their 4-4, they've taken their outside linebackers and dropped them back now into more of a coverage, split them wide and have them back a little bit deeper. So it almost looks like a 4-2 now for Milton Wright defense, kind of daring Bel Air to run the football at their 6 players.
Bob, that was Harjot Singh who made that tackle for Milton Wright. Loss of about a half yard. 3rd down 3rd and over 10, about 10 and a half yards
So now
to go.
they're in a 4-3 defense now. That
Grew
must be their.
looking. Has a man complete over the middle. Boy, that was a great pass.
It was.
Right in the hands of the receiver.
C. Milton was in a 4-3 defense that time, and that must be their pass defense. And
You'll see this catch. Boy, he caught him right in stride. He being Mason Farrell.
well,
And Farrell was able to hang on to the football.
and I'll tell you, the linebackers need to drop a little bit deeper than that on the play, but he froze them a little bit. And
Big 3rd down play, 3rd and 10 and a half. They pick up the first down. Handoff going wide. That's Nathan Furrow, I should say. Furrow is going to be taken down after a short game.
Yeah, no, but there's still 3 minutes left, so the clock's really not a factor right now.
5-play drive started back at the 30. Nathan Furrow, 33 carries, 246 yards and a touchdown. 5'10", 181-pound junior. Don't forget, this young man is a junior, but his last time he played football, he was a freshman. No sophomore season. It's just hard to keep that in your mind, that entire year that these young men lost. Feel so bad for the seniors last year, Bob. Gruder looking to throw, gets rid of it. High, almost intercepted.
Oof.
Had a man open, but couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10. Drive started all the way back at the 30. They've now reached down to the 25-yard line. Let's see, there's a timeout on the field. Officials are conferring. I'm not sure who took that timeout, Bob.
Well, they haven't shown. The officials haven't said yet.
Maybe they're just retrieving the football. Ball's at the 27-yard line.
Yeah,
Got to get down to the 17 for the first down. So
they have 2 downs. I mean, so
they're showing 3rd down. Yeah, it is
it's
third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Looked like it was some motion. Grew to throw the ball. Nobody down there. Looked like they expected the wide receiver to go deep, and he broke off the pattern. That does bring up 4th down. Probably looked like there was early movement on both lines that time. Nothing called.
Yeah, it's hard to see if the center just started to snap the ball.
Clock stops at 2:21. 4th down, too far to attempt a field goal.
So
Field goal would be about a 42-yard field goal from here.
this is a big defensive play here for C. Milton. Speaking of, I saw a JV football game yesterday, and I saw a kid kick a 40-yard field goal in a JV football game yesterday. I'm not going to say where it was, but
pretty impressive.
It was impressive.
Speaking of impressive, here's a big down. 4th down and 10. Out to throw, down the middle, has his man, complete. That's a first down. Boy, a great pass and a great catch.
That was a well-developed play.
A pass going to number 13, Dakota Garcia.
Nice play.
Impressed with Ashton Grew, the way he puts that ball on the money.
He's a 50% passer, so, I mean, you know, he has some touch and he can complete some passes.
First completion of the night to number 13 for the Bobcats, Dakota Garcia. Dakota Garcia, 6'1", 195-pound senior. So it is a first down inside the 15-yard line at the 14. 7-play drive started back at the 30. Bobcats had it down here before, Bob, but that fumble stopped them. Let's see if they can take it here. Handoff inside.
Ooh, nice
Furrow,
legs.
Keeping those legs moving. Gets down inside the 10-yard line.
And a lot of power in those legs on that run.
Down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and about 2.5. They can get a first down without scoring, can the Bobcats. Clock running with now coming up on the 1-minute mark, left in the half. Grew gives it to Furrow. Furrow's hit, held, and down he goes. Loss on the play of about 2.
Nice defensive play by that interior line of the C. Milton Wright Mustangs.
Give credit to Ryan Blockus. to Josh Uzawagu, Lucas Seifert, Harjot Singh. Timeout on the field. 9-play drive now. 48 seconds with the timeout on the field. Bob, I think they're going to have to throw, or at least go
they
wide
are.
here. You see the Bel Air Bobcat coaching staff.
First of all, it's well. I mean, they could run the football. Actually, they're close enough. Like they have timeouts left, and they're. I mean, the ball is on the 8-yard line. So I mean, they could run the football off of here, and then if they don't get the first down, then go quickly.
Eric Siegel, Kyle Binfield, Julian Pickett, and Brandon Mizell. That's the coaching staff for the Bel Air Bobcats. Eric Siegel, who played for Bruce Riley, graduated back in 2001. He's been an assistant at Bel Air for about 17 years, taking over 3 years ago. Of course, not able to coach last year in 2020 because of that COVID situation. But so it's his second official year as head coach. See what happens here with 3rd down and about 6 for the first down. Looking, throwing, has a man in the
Nice
end zone.
play, touchdown.
Is it caught?
It is.
They're saying he's
They're
out
going
of
to. Well, they're
bounds.
going to check it. That's
That catch made there
Touchdown.
by number 2, Khalil Blunt.
the official version is touchdown.
Khalil Blunt with the touchdown. What a nice catch that was by Blunt. 8-yard TD pass from Ashton Grew to Khalil Blunt. That touchdown coming with 40 seconds left. Well, that was a great catch, Bob.
It was.
Kept those feet in bounds.
It was actually a very nice throw too. Now it's 6-6. Extra points important here.
Jack Henry, the kick, it's going to be
Good.
good. And so Henry adds the extra point. Here's the replay on that touchdown.
See if we can see the sideline and
A nice play by Grew, being able to keep it alive. Yeah, he touched those feet down. That was a
he
great
actually got
catch.
2 feet in.
Yeah.
He only needed 1, but he put both feet in bounds. Great catch. Nice throw.
From Grew to Blunt for the touchdown, which puts the Bobcats up with 40 seconds left in this first half. Boy, nice drive
Just
by the
another
Bobcats.
instance of replay showing that the officials made the right call.
Wait a minute, let me write this down. Bob McCone gives the officials credit for, I'm writing it back. Gee, you have mellowed in your older years. I'm so proud of you.
Put the date down too that I said it.
Oh, golly. 40 seconds left. Let's see if the Mustangs can make something happen. Hit, and
Whoops.
still on his feet.
Ball's
Ball is
out.
loose. Let's see. It's at the 40-yard line. Bobcats say they have it. Let's see.
Well, there's one guy down on the bottom fighting and biting to keep the ball.
And it is the Bel Air Bobcats ball.
Who's the kicker?
Covered by number 9, Jack Henry.
Yeah, Henry, the kicker, makes the recovery. And so now with 30 seconds left, they do have a couple of timeouts left. The ball at the 40-yard line. Can the Bobcats add another touchdown before the end of the half?
Well, they like that so much they put him back out on offense.
That's the problem. When you try that extra yard, Bob, there's people poking and slapping at the ball.
Yeah, and you try to bite them, but the face mask gets in the way and you can't do it.
Wildcat offense again. Fumble recovered by the Bobcats. Yep.
I think it's time to
Take a knee. Micah Graham getting that handoff and fumbling the ball is able to very alertly fall on it. Clock continues now, though this has stopped at 25 seconds. Timeout, the Bobcats.
well, from a Bel Air standpoint, if you don't go for it, if you don't push it, then C. Milton calls the timeouts, and then they try to get the ball back in whatever seconds are left to.
No.
to do something. So
Well, what a turnover that could have been had the
Oh.
Mustangs been able to cover the ball.
Well,
We
those-
saw that happen before.
there would have been back-to-back turnovers,
Yeah.
and phew,
Yeah.
I mean, Bel Air has the ball because of a turnover. Turnovers are huge in this game. The big turnover for C. Milton Wright to get their
Yeah.
score, and then this turnover, and an almost turnover.
Mm-hmm. Exciting first half here. Not a lot of scoring, 7-6, but there's been a lot of action.
You know what? I'll tell you. The other thing, Don, is this has been a well-played game. How many penalties have we seen?
Yeah.
So far?
Not a lot,
Not hardly any.
because the officials have done a great job, according to Bob McCone.
That was my point. the players have been disciplined on both sides.
Those who know Bob McCone from his coaching days can say when Bob gives officials credit, it's a new day. I'm proud of you, Bob.
I give the officials credit who deserve the credit.
There you go.
And these guys have done an excellent job.
Drew Hoagland and his crew. Handoff. Looks like they're content, the Bobcats, to run it out here.
Well, that's what it looks like.
Clock moving.
But
now
I don't
at
see
17.
C. Milton. I don't see C. Milton calling a
No,
timeout
and
here.
the Bobcats are going. Looks like they're going to try to get a playoff here with 10 seconds, 9 seconds,
No, they're letting it go. They're just letting it run.
5, 4, and 2 seconds. Now the clock stops with 2 seconds left, and that
No.
is the end of the first half with 7-6 our score. Bob, an exciting first half, as we said, only 2 touchdowns, 1 for each team. But it's been a very well played and a very exciting half of football.
It's really been interesting to watch, and it's been a good football game. Even without a lot of scoring, because the defenses on both teams have done very well. There's no penalties to affect the game, but what has affected the game is the turnovers.
Yeah.
And those turnovers have been huge in this first half of this football game.
Well, hope you've enjoyed it. We've got another half of football for you. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the second half. The Bel Air Bobcats hosting the C. Milton Wright Mustangs. Well, we're back with you at Bel Air High School. The score is 7-6. The Bel Air Bobcats leading by that single point. The extra point added by Jack Henry, the difference in the ball game. Bob, an exciting first half. A lot of motion, but as you said, turnovers, were the key.
It was the difference. That and the blocked extra point is the difference in this football game. Both sides have had the opportunity to recover a fumble that has helped them. And here we are, second half, getting ready to go in a minute, and really looking forward to this.
Should be great, because you got the Bobcats, who again are 2-1. A win here makes them 3-1, gets them a leg up, a head up in this Chesapeake division by defeating C. Milton Wright. And again, you look at ball games, Bob, as you're a coach or a fan or an athlete, and you sort of circle a game and you say, hey, C. Milton Wright, Bel Air. That's one of the games that is a marquee kind of a game you think about, when the season starts.
Well, like I said, Bel Air is in the envious position where they broke into a number of schools. When Falston opened up, most of the kids came from Bel Air. When C. Milton Wright opened up, most of the kids came from Bel Air. So they're natural rivals.
And
Patterson Mill
Yep.
opened up, most of the kids came from Bel Air.
Yeah.
So, natural rivals all around. But C. Milton is the longest of those 3 schools because they opened first.
Well, Falston did.
I'm sorry, Falston did, right? And then
But it seems like the close proximity of the two. It just seems like Bel Air and C. Milton are just, neighborhood rivals, let's say.
yeah, you go right past John Carroll, and there you are.
Yeah.
It's Hartford Tech and C. Milton are right.
Well, here
Right
goes
there.
the kickoff as we start the second half. Moving up and catching it on the move. It's Pace. Pace is going to get good yardage up across the 35-yard line to 36. So C. Milton will start in good field position.
Yeah, that was a nice catch on that kickoff.
Yeah.
He was down by his knees, and he just picked it up and ran with it for about 20 yards.
Yeah, Amari Pace, the wide receiver safety, caught the ball on the move, was able to pick up, as you said, about 20 yards. A great starting field position at the 37-yard line. So here we go now. Second half underway. Mustangs down by a point. Not much happening there.
Yeah, it almost looked like an old-fashioned crossbuck, but they brought the slot receiver in around first for the fake handoff going one way, and then they ran the back the opposite way. But Bel Air did a very, very nice job and just shut it down right almost at the line of scrimmage.
Pace again. Now rolling. Now almost across the. That ball is almost intercepted and then almost caught, and he was almost across the scrimmage line when he threw the ball. Ends up being incomplete.
Carter Kaczynski, the quarterback on that play, threw the ball just a little bit short on that. I thought he was going to run the football.
Yeah, I did too. And Kaczynski is a very skilled runner. He's got 144 yards on the season coming into the ball game in 3 contests.
Now that's interesting. I'm wondering if they're going to call a flag on that play.
Too many men on the field?
Well, see, Milton had 12 guys in the huddle.
Yeah.
And then the one kid ran off. And
it looks like they called a timeout. They must have realized, they being Milton Wright, that they were in danger of getting a penalty, and so they do call a timeout. The usual have a timeout with, 36 seconds into the second half?
Yeah, it is very unusual.
Bel Air Bobcats coaching staff: Eric Siegel, Kyle Binfield, Julian Pickett, and Brandon Maxell. Milton Wright: Jim French, the head coach; Larry Ashman, Wes Laguerre, Joe Labienko, Brandon Ripatella, and Mike Porbaugh, the Milton Wright coaching staff. Again, both these teams playing this year after last year not being able to play. Schools losing both their fall and their winter sports seasons. Now underway. Looked like the end over here moved too soon and the flag is dropped. That's going to cost them 5 yards.
So that we're still at 3rd down and 10 yards, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. Just bringing us up to date here.
So they're down about 9.
The legal procedure, yeah.
3rd and 14. The end, and they say inexcusable. You're at end. All you can do is watch the ball being snapped, but sometimes you just anticipate. You want to get that break. Jake DiMartino, the center, bringing the team out. Lucas Seifert and Ryan Braucus, Nick Laris, and Harjot Singh on that offensive line. Looking to throw, throwing long, has a man. It's going to be caught at the 35-yard line. Beautiful catch by number 25, and that is Ryan Childress. Ball right on the money. Childress made the catch.
It was an excellent throw and an excellent catch, but I was shocked that the defensive safety didn't get in and break that up, or maybe even intercept it, because it took a while for that ball to get there.
Here you'll see this pass. Kaczynski just puts it right on the money. Going up to high point the ball is Childress. Big first down, the ball inside the 35-yard line at the 33 of the Bel Air Bobcats. Handoff coming this side. Taken down at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, gain of 2 or 3 on a play, depending on where they spot it.
Childress, the young man who just caught the football, this time runs it.
Yeah.
Gain of about 2. 4-play drive. Started back at the 37-yard line of Milton Wright. It's now at the 31-yard line of Bel Air. 10:26 left here in the 3rd period. 7-6 as you see the lead for the Bobcats, scoring late in that 2nd period. Still with the ball. Hemmed in and going to be taken down after a gain of about 2.
Gain of more like 4, Don.
Good job by Jacob Powell to hang on.
Went down from the, oops, he moved it back.
I think maybe the knee was down.
Down, yeah.
Kaczynski, though, kept it alive, as you said, Bob, and picked up 2 or 3 down to about the 28.5-yard line.
Yeah, it's a good 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 here, so.
Big down, actually 4 down territory, we would assume. Pass, has it complete.
Nice pass.
Nice spot pass.
Yeah.
Good pass and a good catch there. Nice job by Jason Smith. He went down and got that in that zone defense, that shallow part.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he stepped a couple yards back so he'd had the first down off of that play. So now it's a 4th and a yard and maybe 2.
Good point, Bob. This time it's the close formation. Kaczynski
Oh, here comes that quarterback.
And he's got the first down.
Yeah,
he was stopped at first, Bob, and then saw a little opening and made it.
Yeah, just slid off the pile to the left and in for the over for the first down.
Nick Liris, Ryan Brokus, the guard and the tackle on that side.
Some big guys. 75 is a big guy over there.
That's Lucas Seifert, only a sophomore. Again, tight formation. Give off.
Yeah, it's a tough formation to run wide from.
Yeah, it looked like Takusi, again, you're right, Bobby, was sort of blown up from the very beginning. Tried to make something out of it, but couldn't get anything done.
Well, when you keep the line that tight, your splits are so tight on the offensive linemen that their feet are almost next to each other. And you know, you can run forward as long as they drive people back, but when you want to run wide against it, it's tougher. Now here they're running wide after a fake.
Kaczynski.
And the quarterback kept it, so that was a nice run on his part.
And you could tell that was a run all the way. He put the ball down and picked up about, 4 or 5. He's still going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, he has about 8 to go, so it's third and 8, I believe.
About that, yeah. 7:57 and counting left in the third period. C. Milton Wright scored first, led 6-0. 5-yard sneak by Kaczynski. Bobcats came back with a touchdown pass to Blunt. Got the extra point by Jack. Here's a pass to the right side, to the flat.
That was well executed. That was well executed. He even got a blocker out in front of the cornerback, who should have come up with when the wide receiver backed up. The cornerback should have came, but the kid got out on him.
James Comp with the catch.
Some nice design play.
It's not a first down. It looked like to me he was across. You know, they're going to say it's fourth down. Fourth down at about a half yard.
Well, what that's telling me is that the marker is right on the hash, is right on the 12-yard line.
Look for the quarterback sneak.
There it is.
He's got it. Well, you know where he's going to go. Right over Lucas Seifert. Jake DiMartino, the center, follows that big lineman. 10-play drive started back at the 37-yard line. Down now to just about the 10. It is first and goal. They're inside the 10.
Yep, they're right inside the 10. So maybe, not 8, 9.5.
Still with the ball. Kaczynski.
Quarterback all the way.
Touchdown. 10-yard touchdown run by Kaczynski. Carter Kaczynski.
There's no contain on the Bel Air left defensive side. I don't know where the defensive end is going or the outside linebackers. They're supposed to have contain over there, but he heads in a different direction.
12-7 as the C. Milton Wright Mustangs take the lead in the whiteout crowd from C. Milton Wright.
Here we go.
And you'll watch
Replay.
how this works.
See?
Run all the way.
The defensive end just came too far inside, and he let him get outside, and then the kid cut back and just barreled over people.
Showed speed, he showed elusiveness, and he also showed toughness, Bob, on that play.
And we also showed that 5 minutes into this half, C. Milton Wright is now in front of
and going
Bel
for
Air.
a 2-point conversion.
Well, that makes sense.
Kaczynski, same play, dives in and gets the 2-point conversion. Impressed with Carter Kaczynski, the senior.
And they haven't stopped him. And like I said, they've lost contain over there. I don't know where he goes, but.
So now it is a 7-point, 14-7 lead for C. Milton Wright. Watch how he fakes the pass.
Keep it.
You know he's not going to pass. He sees an opening.
He got caught on the inside of the offensive tackle, the defensive end did, and so gave Kaczynski a lane to the outside, and he took it, and now we're at 14-7, and now Bel Air has to answer.
Kaczynski saw that goal line, Bob. He said, that's where I want to be.
Yep.
Impressed with this young man, senior Carter Kaczynski. 3-year starter. Would have been a 4-year starter, again, had there been football last year. Not bad when you've got your quarterback who started every year since he was a freshman.
Varsity quarterback for 4 years, huh?
Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
And you can see the experience. He's a very confident young man. Let's see what the Bobcats can do in answering. Coming down to about the 20-yard line. Little opening, closes quickly about the 31. Running back, it's Jack Hines who runs it back.
It always seems like when you're running back in those situations, it looks like all of a sudden the hole starts to open up, and as soon as you get there, everything shuts.
It's a trick.
It is.
They make you think it. They say, come on, there's a hole here. Yeah, right. Remember the old routine that the Temple running back? I'll think of it here in just a moment. The TV doctor. We'll think about it in a moment.
You know, if you're saying he's on TV, I probably don't know who it is.
Oh, we'll come back to that. Here's a pass complete over here to the near side. That's Khalil Blunt. Is there a fumble? They're saying there is. They're unpiling now. Let's see. Yep, it is C. Milton Wright football.
Did he point yet? I haven't seen a point. Yes, there it is. This kid's getting up here.
Looks like at 24, you'll see the replay to see the recovery. Eric Berger with the recovery, I think.
No.
Maybe
No.
it's Kaczynski instead.
Yeah, Berger got knocked backwards.
Looked like it's Carter Kaczynski, the quarterback playing defense, who got the fumble recovery.
He is. I'm impressed that they let him play defense.
So a big fumble for the Bobcats. Turns it over to C. Milton Wright at the 35-yard line. Kaczynski, who just had the recovery, now the pass complete. Great catch. Running down to the 10-yard line. That looks like, number 18. And that is James Kopp, who's been really effective tonight. Big first down pass down to the 10-yard line. So another big turnover for the Bobcats, and now C. Milton Wright is in business. Started at the 35, ball now at the 10.
But this game has really turned over since the halftime.
Taguski with the ball, looking for the goal line, and he's got it. Touchdown, C. Milton Wright. Mike Tagusi with the touchdown. That's a two-play drive from the 35-yard line, and just like that, C. Milton Wright is up by 20-7.
You know,
see what the officials are saying. There's a flag here, though. Erase that. Looks like they're going to call
holding.
Probably. But that's a big call right there, Bob. Here's a replay. Let's see if you can see the hold.
The hold is probably on
number 10.
Up. I can't see his number. He's up on the right-hand side.
Here they're showing the replay again. It looks like it might be 10 right here.
I don't think it's him. He's in front of the kid and pushing the kid. It's the kid out here blocking the kid, turning the kid.
Down at the goal line?
Yeah. I mean, unless number 10, I mean, number 10's hands were inside the kid.
Going for the two-point conversion. Flipped. No, checking not the two. Pardon me. Going for the touchdown was Kaczynski. He's going to be stopped short. That touchdown, they wiped it away. 5:55 left in the third. Again, you look, big plays, Bob. If they don't score here, C. Milton Wright, you can just mark that call as a very, very big play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still goal to go here. Second down. Ball inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Now he's going to the quarterback, Kaczynski, is going to his right almost every time now.
This time, hands off, hit in the line, blocking off one tackle. That's Tagusi. Hit and held in the backfield.
On the tackle, number 24, Nathan Burrow. Number 15, Jason Powell.
Burrow comes in and makes that big hit. Now it's third down and goal. The ball back out to near the 10-yard line. A little confusion there in the Bobcat defensive backfield. Rolling, going to run down near the goal line at the 2. Bring up a fourth down.
All right, here's another big play, obviously.
Fourth down, the ball at the 2. They're going on pace here. Not giving the Bobcats a chance to set themselves defensively. Quarterback sneak again. Yes. Power. This time, I think the Bobcats are the ones to win on the power. What a big defensive stand by the Bel Air Bobcats. Again, Carter Kaczynski, the quarterback slash linebacker.
Wow, what a
slash
stop.
Do it everything. That was a great stop.
What a stop.
So instead of being down by 2 touchdowns, they're down now by just 1 and do have the football. Bob, that's the good news. The bad news is they're backed up to their own goal line.
Well, the good news for Bel Air is they've only had the ball about a minute this whole quarter.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've given C. Milton opportunities to really go up by a couple touchdowns, and they've stopped them both times, and then they fumble the ball back to them. And so now we need now Bel Air needs a 99-yard drive here to.
Ashton Grew is going to get some room out from the shadow of the goal line as he picks up about 2 or 3 on that quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
Give him some room to operate. You do need a first down or 2 here, Bob. You don't want to have to punt the ball from your own end zone. Grew getting instructions from his coaching staff.
Yes.
Ashton Grew, a senior.
Second, about 8.
Clock winding, 3:42, and coming up on the 3:40 mark left in the 3rd period. Handoff. Looking for some room, but not going to get it. Great tackle there by C. Milton Wright. Looked like it was, number 24, and that's Eric Berger.
Yeah, left cornerback. I mean, very, very nice hit up there.
A couple of moves the running back was trying to make. Berger said, hey, I don't need to watch these moves.
I just have to hit you.
And he did. That brings up a big 3rd down now, 3rd and about 7.
Yes, it is.
Carter Kaczynski waving to his whiteout crowd saying, hey, let's get some noise here. That's right where the Mustang crowd is situated.
Passing situation here, it looks like there's trips to the left.
Grew looking.
He's got the one-on-one, and he throws the ball deep, and the kid stops.
Yeah. Well, the mix-up on the pattern, Khalil Blunt stopped. The pass was thrown long. Incomplete, bringing up now a 4th down, and that will bring a punting situation.
Usually you don't run a play where you give a kid a choice of reading the quarterback and going to, you know, I see this and I'm supposed to go deep. I don't see this, I'm supposed to come back, because, you know, a lot of times kids just misinterpret the play and what they see. And when it's 4th down, you don't want that to happen. You really want to run a specific play.
Does get the punt off, and it's a good punt coming out near the 50-yard line.
Yeah, so it's going to be on about the 45 if they read it right.
So no return, obviously. That's a nice job.
I said it'll be on a 45, right? If they read it right. These officials are on top of everything, Don.
They're listening to you.
Telling you.
They've got a microphone like a receiver right in their ears. So when you say something, they do it. You believe that, Bob?
Yeah, I do. These guys are.
They're all day.
They've been phenomenal so far tonight.
Well, the good news for Bel Air is
did we hire them? I hope
they have avoided the danger of the touchdown, but for the Bobcats, they're still on defense, Bob, and C. Milton Wright still has the ball in Bel Air territory.
See, I thought the last time the Bel Air defense got tired. You know, they've been on the field for a lot, and people have been just running at them and running at them. There's a fumble.
Let's see if the Bobcats can get it. C. Milton Wright says they have it. Let's see. Now the Bobcats say, yeah, it's our ball. And the officials say, indeed it is the Bel Air Bobcats ball. So now the turnover goes the way of the Bobcats.
The big man, 75.
The big man. Here's the replay you'll see. That's Tommy Matrino who made that.
Tommy Martino, yeah?
Yeah.
Number 75, Tommy Martino.
Yeah.
Tommy Martino gets down there and digs it out.
Usually the biggest guy gets the ball anyway. You know, he breaks a wrist, breaks an arm, snatches that ball under there.
Yeah. So a big break for the Bobcats. They get the ball right back, this time in good field position at their own 40-yard line.
Furrows again on the run for a couple.
Yeah, Furrow, number 24, the 5'10", 181-pounder. Leading ball carrier, 246 yards coming in on a TD.
I'd like to see Bel Air play action on first down one time, because they've been running it. And
Ashton Grew, 6'3", 185-pound quarterback, senior. One of the captains on the team. Keeps the ball. Grew close to a first down. I think
it
he's
is a
got
first
it.
down. Yeah, yard over. He's in C. Milton territory on the 49.
Nice keep by Grew to get that first down. Faked it to Furrow and then kept the ball on that RPO around the left side. First down
nice
and 10.
run.
Minute 32 left in the third. Bobcats led 7-6 at the end of the half, down by 14-7 now. Looking to try to equalize and maybe even take the lead if they go for the two-point conversion. Grew looking, throwing. Blunt off the fingertips.
It's a nice try.
Yeah, just incomplete.
Yep.
Boy, and talking to him a little bit is 24, Eric Berger, the defender on the play. That was a well-thrown ball. Good defense on the play.
Yep. Berger ran right with me. He had him isolated. It was one-on-one and a good throw, and it was a good defensive play. Give credit.
Clock stops with 51 seconds left in the third. Second down and 10. Ball just over the 50-yard line into C. Milton Wright territory. Ashton Grew waiting for the snap. Gives it off the left side. It's Furrow. Furrow gets about 2 or 3 and is stopped.
C. Milton now is constantly playing. They're taking their 4-4 and they're tightening up 3 of the linebackers, and they're taking the 4th out and putting him out on the slot guy for Bel Air, and they've been very, very effective with it.
Third down and 9. Big third down play.
You see 44 and 12 as their inside linebackers, and then you see the outside linebacker.
Grew being rushed. Under
Get rid of
pressure.
it. Get rid
now
of it.
Throws it and does throw it away. That'll bring up a 4th down, though. Boy, good defense by C. Milton Wright. Nobody to throw to.
No. Part of the problem when you run that pass pattern where you're flooding the zones is if the defense floods with you and there's nobody open, you really have nowhere to throw it, nowhere to go. You can't run because they're there, and if it's really crowded with defenders, you shouldn't throw it.
Well, Eric Siegel looks like he's going to go for it here. 4th down. He is in C. Milton Wright territory, barely down by a touchdown.
Yeah.
4th down and about 9 yards to go for the first down. Big down coming up. Ashton Grew. Blunt over here on the near side.
Now they've got 3 outside. They've got 3 outside receivers.
It may be delay. And maybe the
It is.
It
is a delay.
Now that might change their strategy. Or
That's
a big penalty and probably shouldn't happen. If you're going to go for it, that backs you out to 14.
It's 4th and 14 right now. That's a bit much.
And they are going to send in the punter.
Yeah.
It's Jeffrey Hess to punt the ball away.
Maybe if he can angle it to a sideline and get a roll.
Line drive punt coming down at the 20. Scooped up and fumbled. Still on his feet is Pace. Getting outside and down he goes. Boy, was that dangerous. That ball lay on the ground, it looked like, for about 5 seconds before he picked it up.
We've seen some footballs on the carpet tonight.
Well, Maury Pace, who picked it up a little dangerous on that. It's like a shortstop trying to pick up a bad hop. But he was able to make the hop and then picked up a couple of yards. That's the end of the third period.
Yeah, we're going into the fourth quarter here with C. Milton up 14-7. C. Milton dominated the third quarter, which didn't happen in the first half. And they have the football again, so the Bel Air defense is once again going to have to reach deep down to.
Yeah. And Bob, you made a really good point about this Bel Air defense being a little bit tired. At least that time there was a bit of a drive by the Bobcats, so the defense, those are not two-way players, had a chance to take a rest.
They do.
So now we go to the fourth period. This is an exciting game. It always is when C. Milton Wright and Bel Air play. No matter the score or the record, I know that's cliche, but it is true. These two teams and two schools, it's like for bragging rights for the rest of the year.
Sure.
And if you're a senior, Bob, we think back to our senior years. That's been, what, 12, 15 years ago? Okay,
Yeah.
50, 60 years ago?
Yeah. I can't even think back that far down.
Oh, goodness.
I just know it was centuries or
A long
decades or whatever.
time ago. Bob McCone, Don Morrison, so happy to be with you. So happy to be covering high school sports again after last year in our 27th season, only getting to do spring sports. Now our 28th year on air with the Hartford Cable Network. Starting from the very beginning, and hopefully it will be a full season of high school sports.
Doesn't the autumn air smell great?
Oh, it does. I think that's Chick-fil-A you're smelling.
Is that what it is?
I think so, yeah.
Well,
Back to the, now he's pulling it down and making the run. That's Kaczynski.
gained 6 on that play.
Well, you talk about a most valuable player at this point.
He has been tonight.
Young man who recovered a fumble, plays on defense, and he's thrown a touchdown pass and now run for a touchdown, run for a 2-point conversion. I think he brought the water in on that timeout.
Well, Takusi did a really great job in the first half, pounding and pounding and pounding. The offensive line, it really is wearing Bel Air down now and starting to dominate a little bit. And Bel Air's going to have to fight through that. There's Takusi again.
Takusi still on his feet, and I think he has a first
10-yard
down.
gain.
And does at the 35-yard line.
See, that's what I worry about Bel Air being tired, and because they've been on the field a lot this half. And C. Milton Wright, if you notice, they're not, they're not huddling up. They're trying to go right away to keep them worn down and to keep Bel Air from substituting, getting in some fresh legs.
You're right, that's Takusi again with that big body. Takusi weighs about 220 pounds. Slamming off that right tackle.
I used to hate hitting those guys that weigh 220 pounds.
Yeah, because you sort of bounce off of them after they trample on you on the way by.
Yeah.
Ball at the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Second down, about 6. Pass over on the far side, complete. Up to about
Nice
the 42.
play.
Good tackle by the Bobcats.
Nice catch. And
Looked like the tackle by Nathan Furrow.
no, it was I think it was Cameron Martin on that play, number 11.
Brings up a second down.
Or number 1 maybe, Jeffrey Hess.
Check it, a third down and 4. Kaczynski, boy, he's hit short of the first down.
I just say the Bel Air defense got tired, and all of a sudden they've revived a little bit and come up with a big play.
It looked like Jadsavir Akula who made that tackle. Big tackle, and that does bring up a 4th and 2, Bob. Boy, big decision here for Jim French. Do you call a timeout? They're going to think about it. I think you're up by a touchdown. If I'm coaching now, I'm not going to give Bel Air a short field. I'm going to punt the ball. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. I think your defense has proven that they really haven't allowed Bel Air to drive the length of the field at any time. So, I would say, hey, you're going to have to drive 70, 80 yards to get down this field.
9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. There you see the Bel Air coaching staff talking to their team.
Because if Bel Air punts or C. Milton Wright punts the football and they stop Bel Air, they may be able to kill a lot of the clock before they have to give the ball back or maybe even score.
Eric
And-
Sigel, the Bel Air coach. Bob teaches social studies history here at Bel Air. He's been a Bel Air graduate. So, you come back and you coach at the school where you played and where you were a student. It means you have a commitment for that school.
You think so?
I do. Kaczynski tucks it away. He's hit hard. Stays
He
on
has
his
a first
feet.
down.
He does have a first down over the 45.
Well, that play's been very successful for them. Him running to the right the whole third quarter. So that was that was almost like a no-brainer call for the head coach, for Jim French.
Carter comes up a little bit gimpy, and why not? He's played both ways and run the ball now about, at least we don't have stats here, but probably run it 12 or 15 times. You can tell he's really hurting here. This would be a time for to hand the ball off to Mr. Takusi. And that's what happens. Takusi around the left side. Going to be hit and held short of the 50-yard line.
It's a nice tackle.
Ball carried by Michael Kuski. With the tackle number 15, Jacob Powell. Number 24, Nathan Farrell.
Jacob Powell and Nathan Furrow getting credit for the tackle. And you're right, Takusi had a head of steam going around that left side.
Yeah,
Picked up about 3.
running back tackling a running back.
8-play drive started back at the 30-yard line, now up just short of the 50.
Boy, see, Milton's very spread except for their running back. On
Takusi.
offense.
Grew. Kaczynski being hemmed in, gets away from one, up near the 50-yard line, held right at the 50, and now being pushed. Yeah, somehow the officials are going to have to call that ball down when you start getting that scrum, and that's what they do.
Actually, they shouldn't make the call until there's a stoppage.
Yeah.
Even if he's being shoved, that's legal. So
Yeah.
if he's still moving, you can't. But if the momentum stops, just hesitates for a second.
It reminds me,
can
Bob,
blow the whistle.
of soccer with young kids. It's like an amoeba.
Oh.
Everybody goes to the wall.
Oh.
Big third down coming, 3rd and 3. Kaczynski waiting for the take. Gets it. Fake. Rolling left this time. Going to be hit and held short of the first down. Gain of about 1. Come up 2 yards short. 4th down now. Obviously, you're in 4-down territory.
Now is he going to run the football? The quarterback going to run the football to the right like he's done.
Bob, you talked about that. He's been very effective running right. That time, one of the few times he ran left.
Yes.
You can tell he's not nearly as comfortable. Had the ball in his right arm. Now, you're taught to put it in your outside arm. That time, he didn't. So you can tell he's really just not comfortable running left. Not as much as he is going right. Coming up inside 7 minutes now left in the contest.
Are we getting a timeout here?
Must be. 4th down. 4th down and a long 2. He's got to get just about inside the 39. Ball resting on the 41. Or 46, I should say.
Definitely. He's got to get at least to the 39.
Yeah, to the 44, Bob. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, the 44, yes.
I gave you the wrong yard marker.
To the 44.
He's got to get across that 45, down just about 2 yards. Big
It's got to
play on
be.
4th
It's got to
down.
be. He's got to go at least 2 yards
Yeah.
to get that first down. So
This is the play of the game right now, because if C. Milton Wright gets the first down and can sustain their drive, Bob, they could conceivably run the clock out.
yeah. Now the other thing that he did one of the times was, he got behind the line and everybody pushed, but then he slipped out to the left side
Yeah.
because all those guys came in. Now, that's always something that they might want to run.
Well, here's the play of the ball game to this point. 6:54 left in the contest. 2 yards to pick up the first down.
The concession stand is now selling $3 Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Ooh, the fans go wild because Chick-fil-A sandwiches on sale.
Excuse me, I'll be back.
You have to stay here, Bob. No leaving. Here's a big play. Kaczynski back in that shotgun formation. With the ball rolling this way, throws, has his first down. What a gutsy call and a gutsy throw, and the first down.
Excellent thought pattern by Jim French to see Milton Wright, because
That's
his
Adam.
quarterback has run that way all the time. So he figures if somebody comes up, he can slide a
Yep.
receiver in right behind them
Adam
and just
Shaheed
make the
with
little
the catch, Bob.
and give the quarterback credit. He makes a great throw, Kid makes a great catch.
Here's a replay. You'll see how this throw is, and he's being under pressure.
Right,
What a
because the
great
kid had to
pass.
come. He knew he had to come up because he thought he was running. And there was a receiver behind him, number 23 for C. Milton.
Yeah, that's Rocco Polasovsky. Polasovsky.
Polasovsky, yes.
Excuse me, Rocco. I think I gave credit originally to Adam Shahid. Polasovsky with the catch.
Here comes Takushi. Watch. Boom, right there.
On the left.
Here he comes back.
Switches. Bobcats making the stop. Well, you talk about a gutsy call, Bob. To pass the ball, needing 2 yards. Everybody in the house thinking it's going to be that Kaczynski run.
But that was as safe a play as he could run, because he knew as soon as he sucked up the left cornerback that whole hole was open for the guy he was sending across, and all his quarterback had to do was just flip it in there.
But Jacob Powell, the Bel Air defensive back, was right on top of him. So give a lot of credit to Kaczynski. That shows the experience Bobby has. Back to throw. Down the middle. Has a man. Complete. And a touchdown. Touchdown to Ryan Childress.
Did that play look familiar?
Wow.
They ran that in the first half for a touchdown.
That is a 26-yard TD pass.
But instead of sending it when they ran it in the first half, they sent it to the left tight end. And this time they lined up the tight end on the right and ran the same play and hit him for the touchdown.
Kaczynski, a 26-yard touchdown pass to Childress. And Bob, that could be the nail in the coffin. Down now by 2 touchdowns with 5:28 to go.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns and 5:28. You have to make some big plays on both offense and defense.
Looking to add the extra point. And they do.
The extra point is good.
Here's the touchdown pass. What a great throw by Kaczynski. Wide open. Great catch. Taking it into the end zone is Ryan Childress.
Yeah.
That was, now the officials are conferring. I'm not sure what that's all about. The point after was good.
Illegal chop block against C. Milton. So they're going to bring it back.
On the extra point, of course.
Yes.
So the touchdown was good. Take the extra point off. 20-7 remains the score.
Well, Bel Air's getting ready to air the ball out. You can see the quarterback warming up on the sideline here, and the center snapping to get that ball back quick to him.
Well, that's, you think that's a small, insignificant call here, but it does take the point away.
Absolutely.
And if the Mustangs are not able to convert, then it means the Bobcats, by scoring 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points, would take the lead. I know that's not an easy order, but it's better to be within 2 touchdowns to take the lead.
If the point stands.
Bob, excuse me, there you see Jim French talking to the officials, trying to get an explanation.
If the point stands, then it's a 14-point lead.
Yeah.
If the point goes away, it's a 13-point lead, where your kicker can kick 2 extra points and 2 touchdowns to win the football game. But it's still a tall order at 5:28.
Yeah. Jim French, what a great gentleman. 33 years he worked in the substance abuse field, helping people to overcome their problems, and now retired and still coaching. So the long extra point is no good, and so the score does remain at 20-7.
Yeah. Now, actually, the way he kicked the previous extra point, you would have thought he had a chance at that, but he did the same thing in the first half with that kick, the one that got blocked by Bel Air.
Sort of a low line drive, so the penalty does cost the Mustangs a point.
Yep.
20-7, as you see, is the score. Remember, the Bobcats had the lead here at 7-6 at the half. C. Milton Wright has scored the only 2 touchdowns in the second half. I mean, and Carter Kaczynski, I don't want to keep harping on how great a game this young man has had.
Yes, you do.
But he has scored touchdown, thrown 2 touchdown passes, scored an extra 2-point conversion, and on defense recovered a fumble and played linebacker almost the entire game.
That's what I'm most impressed about, is that the coach has enough faith in him that he's not going to get hurt on defense, so he can still be his quarterback for the entire season.
Here come the Bobcats looking for a big play. Nice run back to about the 36-yard line.
Yep. Well, here we go, and here we're going to start airing the ball out here, Don. Because we need 2 scores here for Bel Air. C. Milton, if we're C. Milton, we need to basically get 3 and out and then just finish ice the game the rest of the way.
Bob, you said it. The Bobcats have not shown the ability to drive long distance. A couple of times they did. Of course, they fumbled the ball away. So they need a big play here to pick up good yardage.
The Bel Air quarterback is accurate.
Yeah. Ashton Grew has his man, and a fumble, and it's going to go out of bounds. Lucky for the Bobcats, that breath you heard taken was Bob saying, "Oh my goodness, that was almost disaster."
You make a play. You know, they come, they blitz people at you. You have no blockers in front of you. You see your kid, you throw the football to him. Now the question is, did he catch it? And my answer is probably no.
It looks like Nathan Furrow who's saying, and that's ridiculous, I did catch it, but they're saying, no, he didn't hold it long enough.
Yeah.
We don't have replay here as you do in the NFL. It looked like to me he maybe did catch it and took a step or so, Bob.
You know, I would like to see it. That's the...
Looks like we might get to see the replay after this play. Rolled in complete, 2nd down and 10. Long pass, overthrown.
No, he threw that pass because, again, he was being blitzed and the guy came up in his face and he had to get rid of the football, so... They've got to give him, they have to do a better job of blocking and at least slowing this pass rush down from C. Milton Wright. C. Milton's doing a very nice job of outmanning the Bel Air offense. And
you can see the Mustang players urging their fans on. The whiteout fans here from C. Milton Wright, all dressed in white with white eyeshadow. Nice touch. 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Pass is incomplete. Bob, you have to go for it here. I mean, you know, you've only got 5:05 left.
Yeah, that was a nice route. The pass was just a tad high and a tad behind him. The receiver could, possibly could have made a spectacular catch on that, but most times you just don't make the catch.
No, Bobcats need 10 yards, Bob. If they can't get the 10 yards, it's going to be, you never want to say never, but they really need to keep this drive alive.
Well, they either, C. Milton then either runs the clock out, or if they score, obviously they lead by 3 touchdowns instead of 2.
Furrow catches the ball but goes down.
Well, that's not good. I mean,
yeah, he made the catch, but you're right. He had to try to catch that ball and pick up the 1st down.
Right.
He had to go another, 4 yards to get the 1st down?
Yes.
So the ball will go over to the Mustangs at the 42-yard line of Bel Air. Make it to 43.
Now that's a pass that you have to have him run at the cornerback at about 12 or 14 yards, and come back to the ball and catch it at about 11 or 12, so that you're past the stick, so that when you catch it like that, it would have been a 1st down. But now the defense from Bel Air has to make, not only make a stop, but try to create a fumble or some other kind of turnover.
4:55 left in the game. The Bobcats down by 2 touchdowns and 1 extra point. To give. Just wrap the ball up. That's what Jim French is telling his players. Don't let the ball get poked away. Clarence Preston, who ran the ball that time, picked up good yardage, about 6 yards on 1st down. Clock moving at 4 minutes and 25 seconds and counting.
Where's Takusi? Why,
I don't know. 44 is not on the field at this moment.
Yeah. Maybe, hopefully
didn't see if he got injured or.
And hopefully it's only a minor knock if it is.
Yeah. Blitz, keeping the ball, Kaczynski.
Now you blow the whistle quick.
Yeah. Carter Kaczynski. That's a nice fake on his part.
It was excellent.
The RPOs that are sort of the rage now in football.
Well, this is a field that in the old days. Now I'm talking about going back to the
Jeff Grant's
50s and the
days.
60s when Bel Air when Al Sesky was coaching them and they were running the old Ohio State, and their quarterbacks were so good with the football, faking the football, that there were inadvertent whistles every week. Well, somebody's running down the sideline with the football and will blow the whistle because they think the other guy that just got tackled has it.
Yeah, Jeff Grant's the master of that. Looks like.
Oh, they had more than one master of that, believe me. Dennis Dunn, the years that he played, was great with that, with the football.
I remember a game, Jeff Grant's against Louisiana at Bel Air, where Coach Hennessy had said to the official, "Watch this play now. It's he's tricky with the ball," and sure enough, he faked and they blew the whistle, and the guy was running down the field free. Of course, they lost the game like 12-7 or something, and that play is sort of immortalized in terms of what should have been or could have been.
Yeah, well, Salesianum and Sally's, as they call them in Delaware, they were an East Coast football power at the time. And Bel Air used to play East Coast football powers. They played them, City and Poly in Baltimore City, and they played Bethlehem High School in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Kaczynski with the completion. Completion to Ryan Childress, the young man he hit for the touchdown just a few moments ago. We'll bring up a fourth and just about 4 for the first down. Clock is stopped at 2:40 left in the game. See, Milton Wright had taken a lead at 5:53 of the first period, 6-0. Bobcats scored with 40 seconds left in the first half to go up 7-6, but it's been all C. Milton here in the second half.
Entirely.
Timeout on the field.
C. Milton again with the timeout.
Carter Kaczynski on that 5-yard sneak back in the first period.
C. Milton can't have much time left, or many timeouts left.
Kaczynski with the run in the 7:02 left in the third period, also got the 2-point conversion to make it 14-7. And then he hit Childress on that 26-yard touchdown pass. So Kaczynski with 2 touchdowns running, a touchdown pass, and a 2-point conversion. So I would say that he's responsible for, let's see, 6, 12, 14, 20 of the 20 points.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the fumbles. I think they're responsible for 27 of them.
Yeah. Carter Kaczynski, the senior quarterback, had himself a night here in his senior season.
He's played very, very well tonight.
Still with the ball, throwing it, flipping it out there, takes a hit, going down to inside the 10-yard line. Kaczynski turns to his crowd and gives them the, let's hear the noise. That pass went again to Ryan Childress. That time, Bob, we saw him rolling to his left, which he hasn't done a lot in throwing the ball.
He really didn't have to, because all he had to do was flip that ball. The receiver was very close to him.
But he did take a shot as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, that's what quarterbacks do, though.
Especially if they play linebacker on defense.
Yeah,
I'll exchange being hit for being able to get a 20-yard, 25-yard completion.
Exactly.
The
only thing you say when you're on the ground is, "Do we score?"
Yep.
No, you're about 6 yards short. That'll work. Let's go.
First down and goal. The ball inside the 10.
Here he comes again.
Kaczynski down to the 5. He's just a tough young man.
Yeah. Now, my take at the quarterback position at this point is hand the ball to the running back and let him get beat up.
Carter Kaczynski, 3-year starter.
You don't want your running back at this point putting his body in harm's way for any reason.
Sort of like when Lamar Jackson runs the ball, you're saying, run, Lamar, but please don't get hurt.
Run out of bounds, Lamar.
Second down. About 5 yards to go and goal to go. You're right, this time he hands it off, and the touchdown scored by Mike Takusi. And just as you said, Bob, give the ball to the running back. Takusi scores from 5 yards out.
Yeah, thanks. He just brought the football back so they could play for the extra point. He was running off the side with the football.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. Oh,
Bring
I'm
it
taking
back.
this home with me. So 1:03 left. The Mustangs now are up by 26-7.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to kick the extra point because they've only been successful in 1 of 3 opportunities. So
All 20 points in this second half being scored by the Mustangs. Kaczynski. Boom, he takes a hit, but he says, I'll take a hit in exchange for 2 points. 2-point conversion by Kaczynski. His second 2-point conversion of the night. Make it 28 now to 7 as the Mustangs winging their way to their second win of the season. They'll go to 2-2. The Bobcats will fall now to 2-2.
your body can only take so much of that.
Yeah, he's going to be a sore young man tomorrow. When he gets up
Yeah.
on Saturday morning, he's going to say, was that a Mack truck that hit me?
That's what running backs are for. When you're getting late in the game and you're just ending the game, you just let the running back do all the dirty work and take all the punishment.
But Bob, when you're the captain, as Carter Kaczynski is, he's like, follow me, jump on my back, watch what we can do. I understand what you're saying. Discretion being the better part of valor.
Don, if he got hurt on that play, they lose him for the rest of the season.
Well, we talk about Lamar Jackson making that flip into the end zone.
Right.
And it was nice. Here you see the replay. You'll see how Takusi goes into from 5 yards out.
But Lamar's also a man and getting paid
Yeah.
a great deal of money, so he's going to do what he wants to do.
Yeah. Bob, you know about youth, huh?
I was one once.
And you probably did one or two
Stupid things?
stupid things in your youth.
I did.
But you lived and you survived somehow.
One coach, when I was playing quarterback, let me play defensive end.
He wanted you dead? Is that-
He did. I swear he did. But I had so much fun doing it,
You see the score 28-7 at Bobcat Stadium. So C. Milton Wright comes the 3 miles, that long drive from Fountain Green Road, comes over here to Bel Air and records this 28-7 victory over the Bel Air Bobcats with 55 seconds left. Unless the
It's
Bobcats
going to be a long
can-
55 seconds because C. Milton's going to. Who's this guy? C. Milton player's down on the ground.
Yeah, it looks like. Gosh, we hope it's nothing serious. But there's a Mustang player who's down on the ground at about the 40-yard line.
It wouldn't surprise me if his own player was swung his arm accidentally and hit him.
Oh, thank goodness.
He's off the
Up and off the
he's
field.
off now.
That's scary. You never want to see anybody down on the field. Game's been pretty much injury-free, Bob, and as you said, it's been well played and well officiated. And just give the Mustangs all the credit in the world. They came out in the second half and just dominated.
Yeah, they really did. But I want to give Bel Air some credit too because, they were on defense almost the whole second half, and those kids had to be incredibly tired and had to get worn down. But again, they never stopped playing. They never quit.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, it's. But the Mustangs, when you come in 1-2, another loss, and your season is pretty much hard to come back from 3 losses.
it's hard to go to practice on Monday.
Now, of course, you go to 2-2. You've defeated your arch rival on their field. Going to be a nice weekend for the Mustangs. Running the ball, the Bobcats. Clock runs inside 50 seconds. Bob will have to get away from here pretty quickly at the end, so wrapping the game up, it has been Carter Kaczynski, touchdown pass, 2 running touchdowns, 2-point conversions. He has just done it all.
Now, the fumbles changed the complexion of the games, and then in the second half, C. Milton Wright just picked their offense up, and Carter Kaczynski was the reason. And with help from his running backs and his offensive line just bullying people. And here we are.
Long pass going down the field. It's going to be intercepted by C. Milton Wright. Looks like that's Eric Berger who puts the capper on the game with 6
Yeah.
seconds left.
He's done a nice job at cornerback tonight. He's really been fun to watch.
He has that. And there you see the Mustang fans or Mustang players sort of motioning, not at the Bel Air fans, no. But you'll see how this interception is made.
It was also an excellent catch on his part. We're going to go up and
on
get that.
one hand.
Yep.
Good job, Mr. Berger.
The Meisterburger, huh?
Eric Berger.
The Meisterburger?
Yeah, I'm with it. 6 seconds left in the game. This should be the final play of the game as the Mustangs will come away with that 28-7 lead as they take the victory formation knee and will win the ball game to go to 2-2. Bobcats fall to 2-2. There you see Kaczynski and the Bel Air players congratulating each other. Henry Jack.
It's a definite whiteout here tonight at Bel Air High School. See Milton Wright.
And again, Bob, we talk about being a senior and, you know, looking back on your senior year last year, the seniors who didn't get to play. Now, 50 years from now, you remember that day at Bel Air High School when we came in and dominated the game.
And some of the guys from Bel Air are your friends.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, you've played other sports with them in different, you know, parks and rec leagues and things. And but when they're all 25 and they're hanging out at some of the food and beverage places in Bel Air, and they start talking about their football days, and the one can say, "Yeah, I remember. Didn't we put something on you at Bel Air that night?" Or
you could see, look, now they're heading for their stands, and you can see. Talk about the Lambeau leap. We'll call this the Bobcat leap, huh?
Ooh,
being congratulated by their whiteout fans. Boy, what a nice scene, especially if you're a C. Milton Wright fan.
not if you're a Bel Air fan in your stadium where people are getting crazy on you.
Oh, what a great night for the C. Milton Wright Mustangs. Recapping the score, Carter Kaczynski scored the first touchdown, 5:53 of the first period. It was a 5-yard sneak. Bobcats came back with 40 seconds left in the half. It was an 8-yard Drew to Blunt pass. Ashton grew to Blunt.
Coaches are trying to get them away from there
And that was the 7-6 score. And then in the second half, Kaczynski scores and adds the 2-point conversion, made it 12-7. Then it was 20-7 as Kaczynski hit Childress with the pass. And then the final touchdown, that was Kaczynski. Actually, it was the running back, Tukuski, who got the touchdown. Kaczynski with the 2-point conversion. Our final score, 28-7. Bob McCone, what do you think of this game?
I think it was from halftime on, it was a C. Milton Wright football game. Up until the half, it was whichever team was going to be very successful and good in the second half was going to win it. And C. Milton just wore Bel Air down and went to a 28-7 victory. And
Bob McCone, thank you so much for teaming with us. We, again, give our condolences to the family of Johnny Brooks, who passed away, the great coach and athlete here in Harford County this past week. But we want to say thank you all for tuning in. So good that you can be part of this. And Bob, we're just so happy to be back doing high school sports in Harford County.
It is. And John Brooks, my friends, may you rest in peace, man. We'll miss you.
Well, that's it from the Bel Air High School, where C. Milton Wright wins it by a final score of 28-7 over the Bel Air Bobcats. For Bob McCone, I'm Don Morrison. Good night, everyone.